We welcome you in here on the Northstar Network for this broadcast of sectional semifinal baseball action. The CNS Northstars take on the CBA Brothers in a rematch of last year's sectional championship game. I'm Killian Hepron, joined alongside by Jimmy Ginsberg. And Jimmy, we saw these Northstars yesterday take down RFA in a game that got a little too close for comfort at the end. What do you think the message is here coming into a matchup against a much better CBA opponent?
I definitely think, CBA's, after seeing that game and having a great game where they only had, I think it was 1 run scored against them and they had like 16. I definitely think CBA's got some energy, got some momentum. But this Northstars team, as we've seen the past year, can definitely, make a comeback late season and win, because as we know, the last time the Northstars lost was April 28th, and they definitely have been on a hot streak since then, so I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, Northstars riding a very nice winning streak, as you said here. It's a beautiful day at Falcon Park in Auburn. Temperatures hovering around mid-60s, expected to climb to the low 70s here as we get through this game. A reminder that following the conclusion of this one, we will feature the Liverpool Legends and the Ballinfield Bees in the other Class AAA semifinal here as the Northstars open up this one here as a lower seed, so they are represented as the visitors here. Starting off for CNS, it'll be Brennan Tyler. Was 2 for 4 yesterday with 2 singles, and he'll be facing off against Ben Callback, getting the start here for CBA. How do you expect the Northstars here to attack Callback early in this game, Jimmy?
Definitely with some confidence. He's going to be, as you were saying, attacking the Northstars. Probably trying to blow the fastball by them. Not really throwing pitches outside the zone. Like you said, like attacking the strike zone. He's probably going to be like throwing some more fastballs than, or more, less off speeds than normal.
So we are just ready to get started here. Tyler walks up to the plate, and we are all set to go. Northstars wearing their road blue, CBA in their home white. The 2 versus the 3 seed here in the semifinal. Let's get this one underway. Umpires say play ball, and we are all set to go here. First pitch from Ben Callback. A delivery. And that one's low there for ball number 1. The 1-0. And that's swung on, grounded to short. It'll be fielded there. The throw to first is in time. And Tyler will ground out here with his first at-bat of the day. And it's the first out here of this game. 2 pitches in. So this will bring up Ben Watkins. Watkins was 2 for 4 with 2 singles, the same as Tyler yesterday, as he watches the first one outside for a ball. Ben Watkins, senior for the Northstars, the catcher, as that one will not connect. 2 balls. The 2-0. And Watkins watches that one go low, and now ahead in the count are the Northstars 3-0. And the first bit of pressure here we've seen on Callback in this game as he looks to work out of this 3-0 hole. The pitch is outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk as Ben Watkins is on base. And this will bring up Jaden Zimmer, one of the big powerhouses of this Northstar offense. Zimmer 2 for 4 with a single and a triple in yesterday's quarterfinal against RFA here, as he looks to do some damage in this one. The opening delivery to Zimmer is in there for a strike.
As they're not going to go for a pinch runner here with Watkins.
Yeah, we will sometimes, and actually more than sometimes, we usually will see Vivacqua come in this situation, but evidently they're confident enough here in Watkins, either that or they just aren't planning on using Vivacqua in that role at this point, as that one's outside for a ball. So 1-1 to Zimmer. And this Northstar offense this year has really certainly had an incredible second half to the season on this win streak that they're on, as callback sends Watkins back to first. Zimmer comes into this game batting .379 with 66 total at-bats as he fouls that one off into the stands.
One cool statistic is that him and Brennan Tyler have the two most highest at-bats, and they're both got the two highest averages.
And North Stars, they definitely have people that can hit the ball. And we saw yesterday with that triple for Zimmer. The 1-2. And that one's going to get away, and Watkins will advance to second on the wild pitch. He rounds second, thought about going for third, but will get held up there. And so Watkins able to advance on the wild pitch.
As that's going to be a hit by pitch. Hit Zimmer in the hand.
So yeah, to me it looked like it glanced off the catcher's glove. But umpires getting together. Jimmy, I don't know. Obviously. So here, I'm getting a look at it. Right now. And so yeah, they're going to say it did not hit him, which, Jimmy, I didn't think it did. I thought it glanced off his glove.
I don't know. Zimmer definitely was shaking his hand off. Maybe hit off the top hand, then hit the glove. But at the same time, you heard the helmet, so it's like maybe it hit off his hand, then hit the helmet.
Yeah. So I'm getting a good look at this right now as he'll step off. But here's. Yeah, so it definitely does clip his hand on the way in there. So it clips his hand, then goes off the catcher's glove, and maybe hits a helmet in there and then bounces out.
Yeah.
What a wacky scenario there.
Yeah, so both coaches already heated.
I mean, regardless, Watkins able to advance off the wild pitch, so North Stars with a runner in scoring position as Zimmer now faces the 2-2. And it's in there for a called strike. Gets him looking.
I just don't think that was a strike. I mean, I really just don't.
Regardless, the umpire considers it one. This will bring up Aiden Freeman. So definitely a bit of controversy early on in this game. Nothing like playoff baseball and a bit of controversy, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, not be. But especially in playoffs, it's hard to, like, I mean, we want the North Stars to be one of the teams that come out on top.
That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. But, Jimmy, these two teams just have so much history between last year's sectional final that went to extras. I mean, a lot of bad blood between these two squads. It almost feels like a crime that we're getting this as a semifinal matchup.
Yeah, both teams, like you said, they both got bad blood. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like something happens where like, I don't know, not like a charging the mound, but like something like maybe like some words.
Some words exchange. I mean, we already did see words exchange there as Freeman swings through that one, 2-2. But it'll be interesting here to see how the umpires handle a game that's going to get as heated as this one is.
For sure.
We're only in the top of the first already. Tension's building. Watkins on second, 2-2 coming to Aiden Freeman. The pitch, and Freeman fouls that one off, and it will just get out of reach there. In pursuit for the brothers. there was Quinn Mansour. So we'll do it again, the 2-2. Call back, trying to keep Watkins on base, and that one is going to miss. Full count. Some fans expressing their displeasure at that decision.
Yeah, especially in these types of games where it's like, you know, win or go home, you're definitely going to have some stuff like that.
2-2, or excuse me, 3-2, 2 down. The payoff is in there, called strike 3. So 2 strikeouts looking for the North Stars here in the top of the first. We will step away here on the Northstar Network for a moment, and we will be back for the bottom of the first. We welcome you back onto the Northstar Network here for the bottom of the first. CBA with Minar, Coleman's, Batenko, and Callback due up to start this side of the inning here. But let's take a look at the Section 3 Class AAA playoff bracket up to this point. We will see Liverpool and Baldwinsville take on each other later tonight. CBA took down Syracuse in the quarterfinal round in what was really not a close game from the very beginning. That one ended 16-1 brothers, and the North Stars took down RFA, and that's gotten us to this point so far. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds all make it to the semifinal here. We haven't had a lower seed take down a higher seed yet in the Class AAA playoff. North Stars looking to make this the game that happens, as the brothers will start things off here with Nick Minar, a sophomore for CBA. Has a 385 average at 52 at-bats on the year. First pitch is inside for a ball. The 1-0. That one misses for a ball. North Stars going with a quick pacing here on their pitches. Jeremy Palmer getting the start today for the North Stars. A pitch, and that one's in there for a strike, 2-1. But Jimmy, Palmer is going quick here.
2-2.
No, it's 2-1.
Oh, sorry, they just changed it. They said they had 2-1 or 1-2 on there.
Well, now it's 3-1. But the pacing here of these pitches from Palmer.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Definitely gotta slow down, take your time, take a breath.
And that one from Minar is flowing out into center, getting under that one, and bringing that in will be I believe that was Cuencas out there. Lost my train of thought there for a second. So CBA starts this one by flying to center. The pitch, that one is lined into left field for a base hit, and that might go for more. Rounding third is Clemens Butenko, the CBA highest batting average leader to this point, leads off his game with a double. And so the brothers, just like that, able to get one on base. And here's the pitcher, Ben Callback. Had 2 strikeouts looking thrown by him in the top of the first. First pitch is low for a ball. And Jimmy, I would not be shocked here today if the North Stars are going to have to weather this storm of CBA just because of how impactful their hitting's been this season.
CBA is probably like one of the better teams in this tournament, and if not the best team as they getting out.
So Clemens Butenko there, he tried to get away, but he ends up becoming out number 2 off the fielder's choice. It will allow it to become an infield double there for Callback.
Fielder's choice.
Close enough.
And fielder's choice doesn't count as a hit, so.
Yeah. So out of all of this, CBA still with a man in scoring position. Pitch, that one is called outside for a ball. What a no. And that one is grounded to short. The throw is in time. And the North Stars will retire the side right there. They get Kennedy to ground in to short, and that will do it for the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, and no errors on either side. We will one hit for CBA. We'll step aside here. We welcome you back here on the Northstar Network for the top of the second. Nick Cimino here to start things off for the North Stars. Batting .255 on the air, 55 at-bats. And Jimmy, only a freshman. I'd imagine here CBA is going to have to worry about him for a long time.
Yeah, Nick Cimino, he's, just because I'm in the baseball community with our school, when he was in 7th grade, he was on our freshman team. And then when he was in 8th grade, he was on JV. And then now as a 9th grader, he is on varsity, which is basically unheard of in our school district. He's one of the only players that Coach Gates took as a 7th grader on the freshman team.
And Semino yesterday wasn't tested very much. Got walked twice and got hit by a pitch. Was 0 for 1. The lefty starting things off. Call back in for CBA here to start the second. Brothers were the only hit of this game so far. A pitch, and that one is grounded foul. This Northstar lineup today, they definitely are somewhat top heavy, but you will see as they get further down this lineup, they'll get contributions from some of their hitters lower on in the order. That one is swung through for strike 2. So Semino finds himself in a hole early, 0-2. The delivery, it's low for ball number 1. Through one inning here at Falcon Park, no score. And certainly what was a heated game, as that one's going to get away. So 2-2 now. It's Semino been able to work his way back out of this hole. And now callback might be feeling the pressure a little bit. The delivery. That one's in there, called strike 3. So the third called strikeout today for Ben Callback. And now we'll get a pitcher-on-pitcher duel. Jeremy Palmer coming up for the North Stars. Palmer, a .314 average with 51 at-bats on the season. Was 1 for 3 of a triple yesterday as he fouls that one into the dirt.
Palmer definitely one of the bigger producers for the North Stars. Both sides.
The 1. And that one's hit by Palmer, flown out in the right. Getting under it are the brothers, and they will make the catch to retire Palmer. So Palmer only sees 2 pitches before flying out, and now this will bring up Kevin Gunnup. Gunnup was 2 for 3 yesterday. Strong performance against the RFA Black Knights as he watches the first one for a ball. North Star student section definitely trying to get into the head of callback a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't put on this game today, I definitely probably would have gone to the student section.
Bit small, but I mean, obviously we're an hour away from CNS practically, so not too surprising. The fact that people showed up in general is great. I don't see really anybody for CBA. I mean, they might be out of my line of sight, but shows that the North Stars willing to show up and to support their team, as Gunnup looks at a strike on the outside edge. 1-2. CBA trying to get the 1-2-3 inning. And Gunnup calls time just before the windup.
Smart. Definitely smart, getting him out of his rhythm. Very smart by Gunnup.
And so now here is the 1-2. Swung on by Gunnup and misses. So it'll be strikeout number 4 on the day for callback. We'll take a break here on the Northstar Network. CBA and CNS tied at 0. We welcome you back here onto the Northstar Network for the bottom of the second. It will be Rocco Grotto leading off for CBA.
Just quickly, shout out to Jaden Zant coming back into the game or coming back into the chat.
First pitch there. Down low for a ball. Second one will be grounded and through for a base hit. Grotto gets on to first. Got it between the shortstop and the third baseman there. And just great placement on that grounder. And CBA with their second hit on the day. That one from Palmer misses for a ball. So here for CBA, this is hit into center where it will be caught for the out. So a fly out there.
Oh, our CNS Chirp crew is making an appearance at this game. Not just the student section, the CNS Chirp crew.
The specific name.
Yes, they do have a specific name.
As that one's going to be hit into right center. That one's going back, and it'll be caught. What a play there to get back to that one by the right fielder, Kevin Gunnup. Was able to track that one all the way and brought it in. So 2 consecutive flyouts for CBA. And this will bring up Mason Trendowski. The leadoff is in for a strike. Northstar's had a great inning defensively so far. Hoping that this will continue. That swing and a miss there. And now 0-2. Here's Palmer. The 0-2. And that one will be grounded to third. The throw is in time. Side retired. We'll step away for a moment on the Northstar Network. CBA 2 hits, CNS 0. This game tied at 0. We'll be back. We welcome you back onto the Northstar Network. Carter Petranchuk up to lead off for the North Stars here in the top of the third. This game tied at 0, and the North Stars chirp crew certainly riling up the CBA dugout a little bit. We saw during the bottom of the second there was a bit of jawing back and forth. Certainly having an impact on this game. Petranchuk was 2 for 3 yesterday against RFA as he looks at the first pitch low for a ball. Carter Petranchuk comes into this game with 4 singles and 7 doubles on the year. As that one's also not going to make it for a strike, so 2 balls and no strikes here to Petranchuk. And he holds off of that one, and 3-0. And callback certainly into a hole here. Student section can feel it. The 3-0. And that one is outside, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. And Petranchuk makes it on to first. Here's Lawson Weckesser. Was 0 for 3 yesterday against RFA. 286 average on the year, 42 at-bats. North Stars with 1 more batter being Angel Cuencas. As the pickoff attempt to Petranchuk is unsuccessful. Here's Weckesser. Showed bunt. The throw back is not in time. Petranchuk there nearly got caught a little too far off the bag. So we're waiting to see what that was called, because there was scoreboard didn't update. So Weckesser this time will bunt, and it'll be a successful one. He will get out, but it'll advance the runner to second. So North Stars now Petranchuk in the scoring position. As Weckesser there will just ground to the pitcher. And so here's Brennan Tyler. So it looked like CNS was going to roll with a 10-person lineup. So it looks like CNS is not running in 10-man. They'll run 9-man. It looked like they were going to run 10-man for quite a bit there, but looks like they decided against it. So we have a pinch runner here, I believe, coming in for Petranchuk. This looks to be John Zillis. CBA now questioning what's going on. So Zillis now in at pinch runner. Brennan Tyler grounded to short to lead off this game. 0 for 1. Looking to drive in the first run of this game. 1 out, that was the ground out from Weckesser on the bunt, which advanced Petranchuk, who has now been replaced by Zillis. The leadoff is in there for strike 1. And callback has had some issues finding the zone here during this side. Looks to be getting back to finding that area here as that one's down the dirt. 77 viewers right now on this broadcast. We thank you all for tuning in. Really just an awesome that we are able to do this. Just such a great rivalry between these two teams. And we'll be able to bring you the next semifinal game, Beeville v. Liverpool. That one also a great rivalry. The pitch. It's not going to make it for another ball. So 2-1 now to Tyler. The 2-1 is swung on. It's flown out to right, and that one will make its way into the bullpen. Foul ball. And no action in either bullpen yet. Obviously, both coaches with faith in their starting pitchers, and why not? They've both been able to get through each side pretty quickly. Callback's had a bit of trouble here in the third, but he's starting to rein it in. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled back. And Jimmy, I'll bring up something that we talked about during our game here against Auburn. They're feeding the Hill with foul balls.
Yeah, you know, that Hill, I mean, it's hungry again. It hasn't had a game in a couple of days. It's almost starving out there.
Well, it's certainly been fed quite a bit here as that one's in for called strike 3. So Tyler strikes out looking, still 4 strikeout looking on the day for Callback. His 5th strikeout in total.
And sorry, if you want to go.
No, go ahead.
I just want to say that is a nasty curveball right there. I mean, it looked like it was going to hit Tyler, and then just at the last second, it just like went in there and it froze him up. Can't blame him for not swinging.
Northstar still without a hit on the day, as that one swung through by Watkins. CNS, they've been able to make contact, but just haven't been able to put the ball in play. Oh, 0-1. Zillis still as pinch runner at second. Zillis takes off for third. The throw is not in time. He's in. John Zillis steals third base. It's his 5th stolen base on the season. And now the North Stars here with 2 down, looking to drive in the game's first run. The pitch to Watkins. He holds off for a ball. The 2-1. And that one's outside for ball 3. And Watkins here looking to draw a walk. He was also walked in the first inning. That advanced the second on a wild pitch. The 3-1. Zillis takes a bit of a lead. The pitch is in there for a strike right down the middle. And now full count here to Ben Watkins. Full count, runner on third, 2 down for the North Stars here in the top of the third inning. The pitch, and that one's fouled off into, you guessed it, the Hill.
Num, num, num.
She keeps eating those foul balls. So we'll do it again. Full count here to Watkins. The payoff pitch is outside. Ball 4. Looks like that one missed high. And the North Stars now with runners on.
Zimmer down now.
So this will be Zimmer. North Stars runners on the corners, 2 down. Zimmer struck out looking in the first inning. That was the first strikeout on the day for Callback. Jaden Zimmer entered this game with a .379 average. Looking to add to that here in this one. The leadoff swung on and missed. The 0-1. Sounds like there's drums in here or something somewhere, Jimmy. I don't know what that noise is.
I don't know. Still haven't heard Miss Calzado's cowbell, though.
Yeah, that's also usually a staple at these games. That one's fouled off, 0-2. But what you have heard is the student section. You have heard quite a bit of them. They have been loud all day.
Speaking of a student section, last week, how was that student section at the Unified game?
I actually couldn't go to that game. I had something pop up at the last minute, but yeah, they were trying to organize the student section. As a stolen base in here, and he's going to get in without a throw. Miscommunication there from CBA.
At the same time, though, you don't want to throw it to second because if he's safe, the runner goes home and potentially scores.
So Watkins steals second base. Now 2 runners in scoring position. 0-2 to Zimmer. The pitch is high for ball. Both teams have gotten close to getting a runner past home plate today, just nobody's been able to quite get there. Is this the point that finally somebody opens the scoring? Let's find out. The 1-2 is outside for a ball. 2-2. Northstar's 2 runners in scoring position. Trying to drive home the game's first run is Jane Zimmer. The 2-2 is hit into right, getting under that and making the catch, and that will retire to side, so still no score. Northstar still without a single hit on the day. We'll step aside here for a moment on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back here onto the Northstar Network. Lorenzo LaFace to lead off for the brothers. CBA with both hits in this game. Northstars have been able to advance their runners off of walks and stolen bases and wild pitches, but haven't been able to put a ball in play. And so now the brothers looking to lead off the scoring here. Jeremy Palmer remains in the game for the Northstars. No strikeouts yet on the day. This one is going to be bobbled at short, and it'll be an infield single. We'll see what they scored that as. I'd imagine it's not going to come down as an error because it took a bounce, but...
Yeah, he definitely slipped there.
Regardless, LaFace will reach first, waiting on to see what they score that as. And no, they're going to call it an error. So the first error of the game goes to CNS. Showing bunt now is Nick Minar. Minar bunts, and they will get him out at first. Throw nearly offline, but Runner will advance. So Menard took the first pitch and just grounded to the pitcher. And now here is CBA's big slugger, Riley Clemens-Batenko. One of the best hitters in Section 3. Looks at the first pitch, outside for a ball. And he swings at that one for a strike, 1-1. This would be a huge out here, Jimmy, for the North Stars if they can get Clemens-Batenko.
Yeah.
And he grounds one to second. The throw to first is in time. Runner will advance, but they get Clemens-Batenko to ground out. And here comes the pitcher, Ben Callback. Last time he was up, was able to reach second off fielder's choice, which got Clemens-Batenko out back in that first inning. Brothers, a runner on third. North Stars here looking to end this one quickly. The pitch is grounded foul. The 1-1 is swung on, and it'll get past Palmer, and the Brothers open up the scoring. LaFace reaches on an error, and he will make his way home. 1-0 CBA. And it was a single there for the pitcher, Ben Callback, and this will bring up Jimmy Kennedy. Umpire and the third base coach currently having a conversation about something.
Did you guys know that Riley Clemens, how do you say his?
Clemens-Batenko.
Is ranked 500 nationally from Perfect Game.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Certainly a prospect with a lot ahead of him. But the North Stars were able to get him the ground out, so.
He's still uncommitted.
Now waiting on the umpires to start things back up here. Here's Jimmy Kennedy. The leadoff pitch. He went around for a strike. North Stars trail by 1. The pitch is grounded foul. So 0-2 now to Kennedy. North Stars trying to get out of the inning with only 1 run allowed. And that one's outside for a ball. One-two coming. And that one is grounded to short. It'll be fielded cleanly, and they'll get the lead runner at second. So the North Stars able to get out of the inning with only 1 run conceded. It's 1-0 CBA. And we will take a break here on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back onto the Northstar Network. Jaden Zimmer to lead off here, the fourth inning for the North Stars.
Aiden Freeman.
Or excuse me, Aiden Freeman. Zimmer was back in that third inning.
It's all good. I forgive you.
Freeman struck out looking back in the first inning. Callback remains in the game for the brothers. Hasn't conceded a hit yet on the day. And that one is popped into shallow right, coming on in and making the catch. And so that'll be the first out of inning number 4. And this will bring up Nick Semino. He struck out looking back in the second inning. Leadoff pitch to Semino is hit into the infield, popped up and caught. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for the brothers. And so here is Jeremy Palmer. He flew out to right on his first time up. CBA looking to go 1-2-3. That's swung on by Palmer, and it will go out into foul territory, land in the bullpen. So it won't be 3 pitches, 3 outs for the brothers. They'll 1 to Palmer. He holds off and watches the ball on the outside. 1-1. Oh, 1 coming. And Palmer fouls that one back. 0-2. North Stars here still without a hit in this game. 1-2 to Palmer. Is outside for a ball. A 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for CBA. So we will step aside here on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. CBA leads 1-0. We welcome you back onto the Northstar Network.
As I just realized, CBA's got a no-hitter. No-hitter. No-hitter.
CBA no-hitting the Northstars through 4.
Oh, isn't that like a jinx if you talk about it?
And the brothers.
Oh, don't they have a no-hitter or something like that? Whatever a no-hitter is.
And the brothers looking to extend that lead as the first pitch is swung on for a strike. This is Rocco Grotto here. Had a single back in the second.
Do you know that CBA's pitcher has a no-hitter?
That one's in the first strike. 0-2 to Grotto. The pitch from Palmer is low and outside for a ball. We're nearly at we are nearly at 100 viewers here on this stream. Just absolutely insane that everyone here has been able to tune in, and we really thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch.
As you know, we thank everyone for helping us hit 1,000 subscribers too.
Yeah, we hit 1,000 subscribers last night. It means we can now monetize our content and make like 50 cents a stream off of ad revenue as that one gets fouled back. 2-2. Two coming. The delivery. And that is fouled out. And it will land. You can never guess where that one landed, Jimmy.
The hungry, hungry hippo bush monster.
The hill. I mean, close enough, but
oh.
It landed in the hill. Foul balls just seem to be drawn towards that hill for some reason. They got to really investigate what's in that hill, Jimmy.
Yeah, probably a magnet.
Magnet of some kind. I don't know if a baseball will be attracted to a magnet. Anyways, full count here to Grotto. And that one's in, called strike 3. Gets him looking. It's Palmer's first strikeout on the day. And this will bring up Colton Strainfest. First pitch high for a ball. Strainfest back in the second inning, flew out to center as he hits this one into shallow right. Few North Stars coming in. Can they get it? It's in foul territory. Just falls out of reach. Looked like maybe a bit of a miscommunication there. It looked like the first baseman probably could have gone to that ball.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So North Stars had the opportunity there to get the second out, but instead CBA will get another opportunity.
Aren't they still in the opportunity for a no-hitter?
Well, not the North Stars, but CBA is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Here's the pitch. Oh, it hit him in the head. Good he was wearing a helmet, because that would have not felt too good if he wasn't. I'm sure it didn't feel too good even with the helmet on. It looks to be okay. That's certainly scary. So he's hit by pitch. He'll advance to first off of that. Yeah, that one took a bounce off his head and ended up onto the net. So first hit by pitch.
Man, I guess he's really hard-headed.
First hit by pitch on the day for the North Stars. They had one of their players apparently get hit, and then they changed the call afterwards. So first hit by pitch on the day in general. That one swung, grounded to third. Opportunity for a double play, but it's dropped at second base. And CBA gets a huge bounce. The throw just offline. And now, second error on the day for the North Stars. That one might be costly. So DeLorenzo there reached on error, and this brings out Trendowski, who grounded to third his first time up. And we'll get a mound meeting here from CNS, and probably for good reason here, Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, Northstar's had really good momentum, and then it just went.
Yeah, CBA, they really have an opportunity to blow this one open, which for the Northstars, just with how their offense has been today, you got to keep CBA off the board.
Yeah, unfortunately, they already got on the board, but at the same time, you got to stop them from scoring anymore.
So 100 viewers officially has been crossed as Mason Trendowski, the pitcher and outfielder, comes on in here. Grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch holds off on a strike. CNS trying to avoid CBA being able to break this game open, and with a double here, that certainly is in the cards. The pitch, and their first strike, 0-2.
Still only 1 out, too, so, hoping for something to happen.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So second strikeout on the day for Palmer. And now this will be Lorenzo LaFace. He scored his last time up. The leadoff is grounded foul. The 0-1 to LaFace. And he's going to call time here. Just trying to get Palmer out of his rhythm, as Jeremy Palmer has certainly had a very strong last couple at-bats. Pitching-wise, that one is popped up and down under to take care of that one and retired aside. The Northstar is able to get out of trouble. And so it remains 1-0 here. We'll step aside on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back on to the Northstar Network. Time for the top of the fifth. Kevin Gunnup leading off for the Northstars. His last time out, he struck out swinging. Northstars no hit through the first 4 innings here by Ben Callback. And Callback still in the game. First pitch in there for a strike. The 1 is swung on and missed, and Gunnup falls into an 0-2 hole early. Been a great day for strikeouts from Callback. He has 6 on this game so far. This will be his 7th, as that one is outside for a ball. The 1-2. Here's the windup from Callback. The delivery is fouled off by Gunnup. That one definitely sounded like it caught more of the handle of the bat there, Jimmy.
Yeah, that hurts. If you don't play baseball, it hurts. It hurts more than catching a football in cold weather.
You can see why he took time there. Just let his hands feel not very bad anymore.
Right.
There was a better way I could have said that, but you know.
Yeah.
1-2 coming. The pitch is swung on. It's chopped to second. Can he beat out the throw? No, he can't. Got him. So Gunnup grounds out for the first out of the 5th inning. And here is Carter Petranchuk. He walked, advanced to second, then was replaced by John Zillis, who then stole third. Back in inning number 3. And he swings at the first one, lifts it into left, and it is not coming back. Foul. Petranchuk on the air. He's had his fair share of clutch moments. This would be one of them right here if he's able to open up the hitting for the North Stars as he takes one high for a ball.
Yeah, usually in baseball you need something like a good hit, like a double or like an extra base hit, like you saw yesterday with Jaden Zimmer, where he had that triple and the North Stars just started scoring lots of runs after that.
And now it is, I think it should be 2-1. The scoreboard says 2-0, but he definitely fouled that ball off on the leadoff pitch. So 2-1. And check swing. He doesn't go around. And now 3-1. Three-one coming to Petranchuk. He swings and misses, strike 2. And now full count to Carter. The payoff. Swing and a miss, he got him. Strikeout number 7 on the day for Callback, who has been just unhittable, it feels at times. And here's Lawson Weckesser. He bunted back in the 3rd inning, which allowed Petranchuk to advance. Now Weckesser looks at the first one in there for a strike. Two down, 1-0 to Weckesser. He holds off on that one for another strike, and now it's 0-2. This could be the 8th strikeout on the day here for Callback. And And that one is hit into right, and there goes the no-hitter. That's going to fall for extra bases. Weckesser gets the second. He's going to take off for third. And he is going to be in without a throw. Lawson Weckesser finally starts the hitting for the North Stars. A 2-out triple. As Jimmy next to me is certainly celebrating.
What are you talking about?
But talk about a well-needed hit. That was one right there.
Yeah, and then like I said, I bet right now the North Stars are going to score like 6 or 7 runs right now. I'm not even like going to be like 6 or 7. It's going to be a 2-out rally for sure, for sure.
So now we're back to the top of the order for the North Stars. 2 outs. Brennan Tyler up. Tyler, who grounded out and struck out looking in the first inning and the third inning. 0 for 2 on the day. But finally, a hit off of callback and starting to see some movement in the CBA bullpen. So callback remains in the game for now. But the North Stars, with a man on third, look to tie this one up. And it starts here with Brennan Tyler. Lawson Weckesser with the triple. And Brennan trying to bring him home. The leadoff pitch is held off on for a ball. The pitch. And their first strike. One and 1 to Tyler. And that one's out in the dirt for ball 2. And the North Stars can feel that momentum shifting. Let's see if they can get a run in. Swung on, fouled to who you could have guessed it, the Hill. 2-2. A big pitch here coming. The delivery from callback. And that one's grounded base hit. And the North Stars have tied the game. Brendan Tyler, a base hit out on the third base line.
Let's go. I mean, North Stars score a run. That's very confidence producing for the North Stars. Isn't it, Killian?
I mean, you talk about confidence. You'd imagine callback's confidence has got to be rattled here.
For sure, for sure.
CNS no hit through 4 innings. Finally wake up with 2 outs in the 5th. And here's Ben Watkins now. Watkins has walked twice in this game, still 0 for 0. The 0-1 to Watkins. Runner takes off, and unable to get a hold of it was the CBA catcher. It's a stolen base, no throw coming for Brennan Tyler. One and 1. Tyler in scoring position now. The pitch. Watkins flies this one into right. Getting on under it are the brothers, and it is caught. And so that'll retire the side, but not before the damage is done. It's a tie game. North Star's 2 hits in the top of the 5th. We'll step aside here for a moment on the Northstar Network. Game tied at 1. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back here on the Northstar Network for the bottom of the 5th. That one will be popped up foul. So 0-2 here to Minar. That one's outside for a ball. Northstar student section did not like that one. And that one's hit into right center and caught. Kevin Gunnup gets in there and brings that one down. Looks like it had a chance at dropping for a minute, but Gunnup able to close the gap. And now here comes Riley Clemens-Butenko. He's 0 for 2 on the day.
He's definitely the guy to have some country music walk-up song that goes, loud thunder, heavy rain.
Or excuse me, he's 1 for 2 on the day. But, I mean, I would not be surprised. It'd be interesting to see what some of these players' walk-up songs would be here if they had them for these playoff games.
Yeah, he would definitely have some country. His nickname would definitely be Big Country.
Well, he certainly would be able to back it up with his play. He's just had a monstrous season for the brothers. That one's going to miss 2-0.
I mean, I wouldn't blame Palmer here walking him.
Yeah, you almost just don't want to give him even a shot at it. 3 home runs on the year, which is very high for high school ball. That one's grounded, fielded cleanly. The throw, they got him.
And he can run, too.
Yeah, he's got some speed, nearly beat that one out. But the North Star is able to turn it for a 4-3 ground out. And now, callback comes on up.
I was just going to say he had a no-hitter, but us talking already broke that up.
Yeah, he no longer has a no-hitter. 2 outs for CBA. Callback, grounds it to third. Fielded cleanly. The throw is offline. And he's going to advance to second. Easily gets in standing up. And so that's a 3rd error on the day for CNS. And eventually, Jimmy, they got to start reining these in.
Yeah, normally 2 errors will lose you a game. As we can see, CBA really shouldn't have that run. I mean, that one run was scored off of someone that had an error, or someone that got on off of an error.
And the brothers have been perfect in the field today. 0 errors for them, although they've only faced 2 hits from the North Stars, but number of groundouts mixed in.
Yeah.
That one's a ball. This is Kennedy up here for CBA. Jimmy Kennedy. He stares at this one down.
Did you say my name?
Well, the batter's name is Jimmy Kennedy.
I know.
He stares at that one for a strike. The 1-1. Swung on, and it is grounded, and it can't be fielded cleanly, and everybody's safe. We'll see what they scored that as. It's either going to be an infield single or a 4th error on the day for the North Stars. And so they will rule an infield single. And so CVA now have a chance to take the lead right back. And here's Rocco Grotto. Grounded in the fielder's choice and grounded out so far in this one. First pitch doesn't connect, ball 1. We have some action in the Northstar bullpen as well. So both teams, and now off the wild pitch. Getting in is Kennedy. I don't know if it looked like he was going to steal beforehand, so I'm assuming that'll go down as a stolen base. So 2 runners in scoring position now for CBA. CNS was in a position similar to this one earlier in the game. They were unable to convert, but now the brothers fly this one here into right. This one's going back. Getting under it is Gunnup. He makes the catch, and the side's retired. Kevin Gunnup holds the North Stars in it. It's 1-1 following 5 innings of play. 2 innings left. We'll be back after this. We welcome you back onto the North Star Network for the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the North Stars is Jaden Zimmer. Tie game 1-1. Zimmer grounds this one to third, and the throw will connect for the ground out. So Zimmer swings at the first pitch and grounds out to third. So a bit of a momentum killer there, Jimmy, to start off, but certainly North Stars can continue to try to ride that momentum they were experiencing in the last inning. I mean, you had the Lawson Weckesser triple, and then you have Brendan Tyler bringing him home. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for a ball. This is Aiden Freeman up for the North Stars. He struck out looking in the first and flew out to right in the ninth, or excuse me, in the fourth. I don't know why I said ninth. Pitch. And that'll be a ball, 2-0. So 2 balls here to Freeman. The delivery. It is still callback in at pitcher for CBA. They had some action in their bullpen, but I guess they elected to bring callback back and give him the 6th inning. And he really he's really had a solid game so far. I don't see why they wouldn't. That one's in for a strike. 3-1. Both CNS hits in this game came in the 5th inning. Pitch. And that's in there, strike 2, full count now to Aiden Freeman. The payoff pitch. And that one's going to get away. So a walk for Freeman. And the student section, that was a very, very audible yell by them asking why callback is still in the game,
It
but
looks like coach is going to be listening.
well, it looks like they're just gonna have a mound meeting here. There's really no movement in their bullpen, but
Well, normally when you're going to put a pitcher in, you won't have them in the bullpen the whole time.
yeah,
Like you'll take them out like an inning before you put them in.
yeah, because there was movement back in the 5th, but now. Yeah, so it looks like a new pitcher will come in, but I mean, what a game this was for callback. He had
Getting a standing ovation.
yeah, and well deserved. He played a great game.
Yeah, very, very well deserved.
Didn't give up any hits until the 5th. Leaves the day with, I'm trying to count them right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts.
How many?
7 strikeouts over just about 6.5 innings, or excuse me, 5.5 innings.
Dang, bro.
And so in now for CBA at pitcher is Owen Harris. And a fun fact about Owen Harris, he used to go to CNS back in middle school. He was in my 6th grade class. And the Northstar student section definitely harassing him while he does his warm-up throws. So runner on first for the North Stars, which is Aiden Freeman. It'll be Nick Semino up. He struck out and grounded the shortstop today, 0 for 2. But what a game this has been, Jimmy.
Yeah, you know, I can't even sit still. I think this is probably like one of the closest games I've watched for baseball, and it's like in like one of the biggest spots. You know, there's many scouts here. I see Prep Baseball is here with their radar, which Prep Baseball is like the next thing closest to perfect game. I mean, I have a Prep Baseball account because I've played in a couple Prep Baseball tournaments. Don't look at my stats on there because I think I've got like a 20 ERA. I'm not even joking. Nah, I probably got like a 2 ERA, probably like 10 home runs.
So here comes Semino. And we talked about it earlier, Jimmy. It's a great rivalry between these two squads, and
Right.
for good reason. Both of them premier programs in Section 3.
Yeah.
North Stars have made each of the past 2 sectional championship games, lost in 2024 and won last year in extras against this very CBA squad in 2025. First pitch outside for a ball. And we see someone in the chat asking if Jeremy Palmer will stay in the game for pitching. There was action in the bullpen earlier on, which has ceased. So I wouldn't be surprised to see if his night might be done, but Palmer has also had a great game for the North Stars. I mean, a lot of CBA success has come off of errors.
Yeah, and, you know, last game yesterday, the last time they went to someone in the bullpen, you know, it wasn't really, like, the best decision they could have made.
Yeah, it was a rough bottom of the 7th, but they were able to get out of it and got them to this spot here. The 1-1 outside for a ball. So Owen Harris at the mound for the brothers, coming in relief of Ben Callback. Callback entered the day with 24 strikeouts. He leaves it with 31. Swing and a miss. The steal, the throw's in time, but the tag isn't able to be made. The throw just a little offline. It fell in front of the bag, and I think that's why he was able to slide in. So a stolen base for Aiden Freeman.
I think he leads the team in stolen bases. Yes, he does. No, Corey has a lot of stolen bases. I think he got like 3 yesterday, so that's why he now leads the team.
The pitch, and that one's fly ball into shallow right, getting under it and making the catch, and that'll retire Semino. So 2 down now for the North Stars. Semino flies out to right, and this will bring up Jeremy Palmer. Palmer flew out to right in the second and struck out swinging in the fourth.
Speaking of Jeremy's, we've got the Galvatron 006, a.k.a. Big Jim, a.k.a. me's father.
Jimmy's dad getting a shout out.
Yep.
When was your guys' first game for the Northstar Network? I don't know if you're referring to baseball or just in general. My first game in general was a volleyball game fall of, I want to say 2024. That one gets floated out into right. Catch made. That'll retire to side. So tie game here as we head to the bottom of the 6th. North Stars down to their final 3 outs. CBA with 6 outs remaining to try to tack on some runs. We'll step aside here for a moment on the Northstar Network. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back onto the Northstar Network here for the bottom of the 6th. CBA. It is Colton Bear leading off. AKA Colton Steinfest. They put, when we asked CBA for their lineup, they put down Bear, so I'm assuming that's might be his nickname or something. So if anyone check and help us with that.
To answer your question, my first game, or we'll do it after this pitch.
As that one swung on for a strike.
My first game, I think, was a game in, I think it was like late January. I did a girls JV basketball game. And then I think it was what? What game was it after that? I think it was...
It was probably girls varsity basketball.
Yeah, yes.
The pitch swung on, and that one's flown out to right, and it's going to fall for a base hit and maybe a little more, but the first base coach will stop him right there. Colton Steinfest, the senior, gets a single to lead off the 6th. And here is the center fielder, DiLorenzo. He flew out to right and reached on an error. So he sits at 0 for 1, I believe. So mound visit here coming. Palmer is still in the game for the North Stars. Wouldn't be too shocked to see them pull him out right here in this situation, just with how long he's been in.
Yeah, I don't think they are though, because coach is still in the dugout. I think it was just like a player talk, because the umpire and CBA's coach were talking.
So still some conversation going on here.
Yes. Still some socialization happening.
Socialization. You were so close.
Socialization.
Vocabulary with Killian.
Yes.
So on the day, both teams will run. CNS with 2 hits, CBA with 5, and the CNS with 3 errors. The pickoff attempt's not in time, but they nearly got him. Palmer remains in the game here. No outs. DiLorenzo ready to face his first offering. Shows bunt. He gets the bunt, and it's going to turn into a flyout. The throwback is not in time. Just not where he wanted to go with that bunt. And Jimmy, I don't know. What would you call that there?
He's out.
Well, definitely an out, but...
No, at first.
I meant, like, would you call that a flyout, or what would be the term for that?
That's a flyout.
So, flyout to the pitcher.
Yes.
For DiLorenzo. For out number 1. The pitch. Swung on for a strike. This is Trendowski in. He grounded the third and struck out swinging on the day. And that one slapped into right center for a base hit. And the throw to third not in time. A double for the brothers. Trendowski. Hit that one in the right center, got it to drop, and took off. And CBA now 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And there's some, and there was currently parents and student section yelling at each other. So the student section is starting to work on the CBA parents. Shout out to Big Ed down there. So we'll step aside for a moment here for this mound visit. CBA with runners on second and third, 1 down. Make sure to subscribe to the Northstar Network. We welcome you back on the Northstar Network following that mound visit. 1 down for CBA. The pitch fouled back.
Oh, and CNS student section is getting in trouble.
Looks like something they said there must have crossed the line. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Was it something I said?
Normally, Jimmy, I would yell at you for that, but I'm going to let that one slide. Jimmy, lock in. Yeah, I agree. I'm just kidding. 0-2 coming. That one's outside for a ball. This is Lorenzo LaFace here at the plate for CBA. And that one's in there for a ball. So 2-2 now to LaFace. And LaFace was up in the third inning and the fourth, it looks like, unless something on my sheet is wrong. He scored a run and grounded out as he fouls that one back, and it nails the ceiling with a very audible bang. So 2-2 once again to LaFace. This is a big out here for CNS. The pitch, and that one's flied into foul territory, and it will not quite reach the bullpen.
Did it reach the hill?
It might have bounced to it.
Oh, sweet.
Like we said, Jimmy, that hill, it attracts all the foul balls. 2-2. The delivery. Swing and a miss, he got him. But looks like it ended up into a wild pitch, but they'll get the out anyways. So I believe they count that as a ground out. Or I'm not too sure what they count that as.
Okay, so it's counted as a, so if it's counted as a strikeout because so it's counted as a strikeout unless he got outs. Or unless he reached first, then it would be an error. If that makes sense.
So I guess it's Palmer's second strikeout of the day. Bit of a curious situation there. Pitch, and that one's hit in the center field, getting under that side, retired. The North Stars and CBA tied at 1 as we go into the 7th inning. We'll step aside here in a minute on the Northstar Network. We welcome you back here onto the Northstar Network. Tie game in the 7th inning. CNS and CBA knotted up at 1. Northstar's 2 hits and 3 errors on the day. CBA 6 hits and no errors. And leading off for CNS,
I think that's going to be Kevin Gunn.
yeah, it looks like Kevin Gunnup. I got tricked up there for a second.
No, you're good.
So Kevin Gunnup here on the day struck out and grounded to second as he fouled that first pitch off for a strike. The pitch, and that one swung on, hit into shallow right center, and the catch will be made. So Gunnup flies out to center. And CBA will retire the first batter. the leadoff. Holds off on that one. Ball 1. This is Carter Petranchuk here for the North Stars. He walked and struck out on the day. That one is going to miss for a ball. So 2-0 coming to Petranchuk. Lawson Weckesser on deck. He had that triple that started the North Stars hitting today in the 5th. As Petranchuk takes that one for a strike. Two one coming. And that one swung on, hit in the left center. Are they going to be able to get to it? There was no communication by CBA, but they made the catch. Near disaster. They nearly ran into each other there, as there was a dive made and then a lunging grab attempt, but the brothers are able to retire retire Petranchuk, as I believe the catch was made by the center fielder. But they both... So here's Weckesser. Swings on this one. It's high, popped up, and it will be caught, side retired, and CBA has the opportunity to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Don't go anywhere on the Northstar Network. The bottom of the 7th, and the CBA brothers can walk it off and punch their ticket to the sectional championship game. Starting things off is probably the worst person the North Stars want to face in this situation, Clemens Batenko, as he watches the first pitch outside for a ball. They've kept him quiet today. He reached on a fielder's choice and then grounded out twice, but boy, would this be a time for him. Second pitch in there for a ball. And Jimmy, just looks like they just don't really want to challenge him here. They don't want to give him a pitch inside the zone.
You know, no, I really don't think they do, but at the same time, I think I saw at least one strike in that at bat. But, you know, I also don't have a good view from up here.
So time called here by Clemens Batenko. The pitch. And that one unmissed. 3-0. And now opportunity for CBA to get a leadoff walk. And that one's not going to make it. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And Riley Clemens Batenko is on, winning run on first base. And this will bring up Ben Kolbeck. He had a single and reached on an error and a fielder's choice in this game so far. Made an on-base all 3 times as he fouls that one out to third for strike 1. 0-1 the callback. Pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. I believe this is still Jeremy Palmer in the game for the North Stars here, Jimmy.
Yes, this is, Jeremy Palmer, he can get out of tough situations, so I don't blame North Stars. I don't blame Coach Bailey for keeping him in there.
So 0-2 now the callback. The pitch. And it's grounded. It'll be fielded cleanly to throw the first. They get him for the first out. So runner advances, but callback grounds to second for the 4-3 ground out. And here's Jimmy Kennedy. Kennedy with a single grounded in the fielder's choice. And grounded out in this game so far. And boy, would a single benefit them here. Winning run and scoring position. It's an intentional walk.
Smart.
And now Rocco Grotto.
What's his stats looking like? Do you have them?
Yeah, Grotto has a base hit and a strikeout.
Okay.
Looking on the day.
Smart.
CBA an opportunity to walk things off. The leadoff pitch. Swung on, hit into left field. That one's going to go back. It's going to fall. And CBA goes to the sectional championship game. Rocco Grotto walks it off with a double in the left field. And this one is over. CBA does what they couldn't do in last year's playoff, and they take down the North Stars. A final score of 2-1.
Very unfortunate for the North Stars here. Very fortunate for the brothers. Kind of sad to see, Watkins, Palmer, Aiello, Kolbus, Zimmer, Cly, Plinkus, all of them. There's probably more too. All of them, they're gone.
Yeah, number of seniors for CNS. That'll be that. This was their final game, but for CBA, they had their opportunities, were unable to cash in, and finally are able to get it done in the bottom of the 7th. The brothers advance to the sectional championship game, and they will face the winner of Baldwinsville versus Liverpool. We bring you that game coming up at 4 p.m. here on the Northstar Network. For now, I'm Killian Heffron, my color commentator Jimmy Ginsburg, producer and camera operator Alex Schneibel, saying so long from Falcon Park. CBA takes down the North Stars 2-1.